Yeah, well, now we are.
Hi. Oh my God.
Hey,
Whew.
everybody.
Hi.
We got Miss Heidi in the house with us tonight as
Whoop,
my
whoop,
as my
whoop.
co-host. We're going to be talking about last night's show. I thought it wasn't like as bad as the other ones have been this season, so it was interesting at least. And then a couple of other things. So I want to let the room load a little bit. I'll start the clock. Where is my damn theme song? I can't think of it.
If you need a theme song, I got somebody for you.
Like I'm like, I hate this clock. All right, here we go. Okay, so we got cameras in our house and like outside and everything, you know. And like they're so creepy because they follow you around. Like they turn and they spin. So Cody's like, "Can I put this one somewhere else?" And so it's so creepy when it follows me around the house.
Oh my God. John, I'm just reading your chat. Thank you guys. Hi Payne, how everybody. I forgot to turn my phone off. I am so sorry. Thank you guys. Hi.
Welcome back, Miss Heidi.
Oh, it's been years.
Glad to have you on.
I am glad to be here. To be honest, I'm really happy to be here. I really am. So I'm just waiting for your because I know we have two of your favorite people.
Okay, well, first off, I wanted to talk about. I hear myself. I hear myself back on yours? I think is my mic too loud?
No, I don't hear any reverb at all.
You guys hear any reverb in the chat? I've been having mic issues all day. I hear myself back. It's driving me crazy. Hello, hello.
I don't see anything. Let me see. I don't hear any. I can drop out and come back in.
No, What? You know what? Now we're good. I don't hear myself.
Okay.
Whatever. Yeah. Whatever you just did. Whatever you just did is good.
Okay. I just lowered mine. Okay.
Now we're good. So, going on in the world right now, there's lots of uprisings and unrest in both South Africa and Cuba, which are both, Tiffany and Ronald's homelands.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to give my thoughts and prayers to everybody there. I spoke to Ronald today and I asked him if it was close to where he is, and he said yes, but he feels safe at the moment. And I'd asked him about his mom, and he said, well, he goes, she's an hour away and the roads are blocked. So I just want to keep everybody. What are you talking about? There's unrest in South Africa and Cuba. South Africa where Ronald lives, and
I
Cuba.
I fell asleep, so I didn't hear it.
So, just prayers for everybody. I hope that they're okay. Feel bad for Ronald's mom because she's kind of isolated. So, hope everything works out. And I just wanted to say that real quick. All right. With that being said, the serious stuff going on. So, last night's episode, let me get to. I hear the reverb again. God damn it.
I took notes.
I did too. Oh my God, you really took notes. All right, let me go to my notes. Okay, so the show starts. Okay, I have to fix this reverb. It's driving me crazy. Heidi, can you lower your volume?
I did. I'll do it again. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think we're good. Finally. Okay, let's leave it at this setting. All right. So the show starts with Mike and Natalie. What are your thoughts on, okay, so she's getting the surgery for her nose polyps or whatever.
Polyps, yes.
She dips out. She goes to the echo's back. I'm gonna hang myself. It's back.
I think. I don't hear an echo, John. I don't.
I hear it.
Why don't you drop out and come back in?
Okay. Let me pump myself. Hold on.
Okay, God, as soon as he leaves, we're going to have fun. Okay, it's just me. Hi, guy. It's gone. Yeah, it's John. Something's wrong with his mic. Okay, so when he comes back, he'll see it's gone. Okay, everybody's saying it's gone, John. So I think you're just hearing it. Hi, Lynn.
Okay, well, good. All right, so what do you think about Mike and Natalie in that whole scene?
I think he should have left her ass at the hospital and never went back for her.
And then she had the truck, and she, he's around, like, I guess he had to get an Uber or something like that, like, and to everybody, I think that came out last week while we were on the road, that, like, Mike and Natalie are back together. No, they're most definitely not back together.
Nope.
She's still in Florida. He's still in,
he has a new girlfriend.
Sequim, Sequoia, wherever the hell he's from.
Sequim. He has a new girlfriend. Well,
right.
A woman he's been seen out with on a regular basis.
So yeah. Oh wait, I just muted myself. Yeah. I cannot win. My God.
But I think Mike is right. She only wants him. She only talks to him when she needs something from him. I think Natalie is a user. You and I discussed this when I was on your panel last year. She is a user. She's only here for one thing, that green card. Has she talked to her mother at all this season?
Not that I could remember. Maybe once or not. It hasn't been often if she has at all. But I get like tired of talking about them because we all know they're over. It's like, so we have to pretend like we don't know how it ends, but everybody knows, if you're watching me, if you're on Instagram, you know that they're done.
Yep. She's a user, and I've always said that. But Mike has some big ass hands. Did you see his hands?
Yeah, no, he could like do some, he could like, tear a tree down. He could like tear a phone book with those hands. Like, I wouldn't want to be like on the bad side of Mike because I don't know what he could do with those hands, but it wouldn't be pretty.
Yeah, but that's it. But wait a minute. Can we just discuss the potatoes, the cheese, the butter, the pickles, and the mushrooms?
Go ahead.
That was the most disgusting. Oh, with Parmesan cheese on top.
I'm still thinking about that. I'm like, poor Mike, because like, did you watch Orange Is the New Black? You ever watch that show?
No. Everybody did. I never did.
Well, I made like there was a part in that show, and I spoke about it last week when, Mr. Healy, he's like, I think he's like the counselor of the jail or whatever. Mm-hmm. But then he has a Russian wife, and he's always trying to like please her, but like nothing he ever does is good enough for her. So like last week there was a dinner, and Natalie and her Russian friend were there, and I just felt bad for Mike, and it just reminded me of Mr. Healy.
She doesn't want to be there. That's it. She wants to be in America. She doesn't want to be with Mike. She thinks she's this beauty queen, this model, and wake up, she's not. But she thinks she can do well. She's in this nice apartment. She was in Seattle. Now you're saying she's in Florida?
I believe she's in Tampa.
Okay, because she was living in Seattle for the longest. She had a really nice apartment.
Well, she wanted the palm trees and, the Florida living and the beaches. What was her biggest complaint when she moved to Seattle? Oh,
it was cold.
It's too cold here. It's too cold here. I cannot
in the Ukraine too. It's cold. It's freezing there.
I'm like, hey, didn't you come from Russia? I get to live in this atmosphere. It's too cold here. Mike, like, can you live here? Like, but you came from Russia. It's not like you came from like the Bahamas.
She said, it's too cold here. It's too cold. What the hell? Maybe it's a wet cold versus a dry cold where she's from. Who knows? but it looked cold and wet and rainy and nasty there. So I
like you came from like a country where you have to like wait online like 5 hours for orange juice, and then you're gonna come to Squirmia, wherever you're from, and then say it's too cold here. I'm like, I can't. So it's no shock to me that she moved to Florida. Absolutely no shock at all.
But okay, so do you believe they're really over with now? I think they are. They just need to go their separate ways, because I'm sick of talking about
I'm sorry, she is from the Ukraine. I'm sorry, I misspoke, not Russia.
Yeah, she's from the Ukraine.
Yeah, Russian adjacent Ukraine.
What's her name is from Kiev, Yara, and that's okay. So I'm tired of talking with them. So can we move on?
Okay. Well, did you get all your notes for them done?
That was it. I said they need to go.
So you're saying you wouldn't eat Natalie's Ukrainian surprise mushroom dinner?
I would do the potatoes. I would do the mushrooms, and I would do the potatoes with butter, maybe a little cheddar cheese on top. That's it. I wouldn't eat pickles and or the Parmesan. No.
Okay. Let's move on then. Okay. So then blah, blah, blah. She took his car. Oh, okay. So then next scene is the road trip from hell. The family podcast, all this, in the RV. So Libby got a bed and breakfast, an Airbnb in, I guess, Washington, D.C. somewhere. And they could not find parking for the RV or drive the RV down the busy. We were just there in Washington.
Yeah, they were up around Georgetown area, right around the zoo area. And that is one-way streets. So I don't know why she said the guy told her, well, he said it wouldn't be a problem. There is never any parking there.
But it is true about Airbnbs, because they don't give you the address or whatever until you book it. So Libby was right when she said that. Not that I'm taking Libby's side, but she was right. They don't give you the address until because we looked at Airbnb, so I know that for a fact. So he's with the family from hell, and they're driving down the streets of Washington, can't find any parking. So who is the one that was sticking up for Andre? Whose spouse was that?
That's what's her name's husband?
That's Elizabeth's husband, right?
Yes.
No, Elizabeth's husband is Andre.
Yeah, it's
no, I mean, not Jen.
Megan?
Stu.
I can't remember.
Just throwing names out there.
I don't know. I just read something about it.
Whose spouse is that? Is it Megan's spouse? Becky's spouse? Jen's? Everyone in the comments. Y'all just throwing names out.
It's Rebecca's spouse.
Becky's husband. Okay, so Rebecca.
Yeah, I don't know why I want to call her Elizabeth. Her and Liz look so much alike. Yeah, it's Becky's spouse.
It's Becky.
That's her husband, because Jen's husband is the black DJ. Yeah.
Okay, and then Charlie.
Yeah, she was actually married to a black guy.
And then Charlie and his wife flew. Well, we'll get to that part.
Yeah.
In a bit. Okay, so at least Andre had a little backup from Becky's husband, because he was like, "Oh, let's just get a room." So, what did they get a room? Like at the Waldorf or something like that?
No. They went to Waldorf, Maryland, which I was shocked. I don't know how many rooms they got, because that area you have Andrews Air Force Base, Brandywine, all out there. So they just happened to get rooms for everybody at the last minute. That was shocking to me.
I thought he was like, "Oh, well, we're just going to the Waldorf." I'm like, "Well, look at you." I was like,
no, they went to Waldorf, Maryland, which is like 45 minutes away, 45 minutes to an hour.
I said to Cody, they're getting rooms. Like, I didn't know there was a Waldorf Astoria over there, but whatever. I'm like, well, they make so much money from the family business, so maybe they could all afford.
No, they went to Waldorf, Maryland. It's past Andrews Air Force Base.
Okay. So, they're all fighting, they're all getting off. And then I have to say, that's the hardest I've seen Andre work. In the last, since he's been on the show. That's the hardest I've ever seen him work, driving the RV and then also getting the luggage out and bringing it in. I'm like, look at Andre finally working.
I don't like the way he speaks to Libby at all, which I don't really care for her, but I don't like the way he always he just talks down to her. I get it. You're a man. You're the man of the house with no job. But well,
you know, in Libby's defense, he is the stay-at-home dad. So, you know, she was quick to say,
John,
like,
why is he a
well, does
stay-at-home
taking
dad?
care of your kid not count as working?
Okay, John, why is he a stay-at-home dad? Why?
Because he has to go to the gym and take selfies.
Okay, because
And
he
play
doesn't want
tennis?
to work a real job. He went to truck driving school. He did this. Now he's asking for $100K to come into a business, which I agree. Well, we'll get to all of that, but he doesn't want to work, period. He wants things to be handed to him. Andre, he wants things to be handed to
Like
him.
$100K. You know, I mean, I don't think he's asking for that much.
No, that's easy. Let me get my wallet. That's fine.
Let's see how many people they can scam in those alleged schemes that they're running. Let's just see.
You know, that's I think Andre should have asked for a cool mill, to be honest with you. Like, why
I say round up too.
I thought he was selling himself short asking for $100K. I mean, why not $1 million? You know, like
Okay, let's be honest. Chuck doesn't
And
have
I'm sorry, but these days, asking for $100,000 to buy a house and fix it up and flip it, I mean, come on. You see the prices of the houses out there these days. Like, for $100,000, you're gonna get really something. You're gonna have to put at least like another $100,000 or $150,000 into it to make a profit.
Why don't you just go get a loan? If you want to go into the business,
because you got to get credit for that and have a job, but he ain't got it.
you can do an LLC. You know, $300. Get yourself a business. Hey, here's my business plan. This is what I want to do. My father-in-law is in this business. I want to buy into what he does. Why not do it that way if Chuck is so successful at what he does? It'll be a good investment.
Right. Okay, so my notes are in order of like the scenes that they showed. I don't know how you wrote your notes.
No, it's the same way.
Okay. So I thought, you know, so they finally, you know, they get their room, whatever. The road trip from hell is still ongoing. I wish I would have had that RV that me and Cody, you know, if we were in that RV, we'd probably still be on the road because that was nice.
Well, I don't understand. They got like a 30 or 40 foot like RV, and nobody slept in the RV.
No one.
Peace and quiet.
Yeah.
I would have stayed in the RV. That thing
Why didn't
sleeps like
anybody
10
sleep
people.
in there?
Because they're too busy watching Andre. Make sure he doesn't take advantage of Chuck and get a hold of his wallet.
Well, then they should have left Andre, Libby, and their daughter in the RV.
They could have just got like a Ford Econoline or something like that.
Yeah,
like why did they just get
A
like
sister wives bus or something.
Yeah.
Like,
one of those buses the housewives travel in when they go into like an event? Like, hey Jean, loving John,
Hi,
Thank
Jean.
you, Jean. Why do they have to get the RV if nobody was going to sleep in it?
Like you're renting like $150, if not more, $1,000 vehicle, and you're all just traveling in it. Get a damn van.
I think they should have just taken shifts in sleeping. That's what we would have done. But again, you know, they're too busy fighting thank you over bullshit. That's why nobody slept. Nobody likes Andre, but I'm gonna give him credit. Even Rebecca's husband gave him credit for driving them all that way.
Yeah, why did Andre they put him to work, I guess. You are part of the family business,
Because he's a licensed truck driver.
Well,
He's a licensed commercial driver.
That is true. Yes, I didn't even think of that, Heidi. That's a very good point. He is a trained. He went to trucking school and all that, so he's trained to drive. But you don't need a commercial license to drive one of those, though. Anybody can drive.
But that's going to be that's what he was saying. Well, you know, he went to school for this. I got this. I'm going to, you know, that's his way of doing it. Chuck was buying all the gas. He probably bought all the food. I'm sorry. He just
it's true.
No, you don't need a CDL to drive it, but that's a good point. So I go to school for trucking, and you know,
I drive dangerous roads.
I drive RV because I go to school trucking.
I go to school for trucking. And you think about it, I don't think Andre would have trusted anybody else to drive him anywhere. He has to be in control of everything.
And they're driving. Okay, so they drove from Tampa to Maryland. I mean, we just kind of did that.
That's like 18 hours. It's like maybe 16, 18 hours.
And they had to take 2 nights they stopped, right?
I think so.
So, I mean, I would bet that they did a 3-day trip for 18 hours. I'm just
They
saying.
probably went sightseeing. Who knows? Oh, they had to get out the RV so the girls can curse Andre out. But I'm serious. I just don't like the way he talks to Libby or her sisters. I really don't. That's just me.
Like I don't know. I mean, you know, Andre. You know, Libby's always cool with it. I just feel like they're trying to get their own show, like, you know, a la the family Chantel.
And Darcy and Stacy, oh my God, they're coming back. I know you like them, but oh God, okay.
Yeah, you know, they'll be back.
Next
Darcy
Monday.
and Stacey, next Monday, right? Then also there's like the new 90 Day Fiance, like Caribbean.
That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see.
Well, you watch it and you let me know how that goes.
I will.
Actually, you know what? I saw previews for it, and I do actually want to see it too. So Heidi, me and you might have to watch it and do our own thing about it because I don't.
I'm with you.
But I want to at least watch the first, like, you know, 1 or 2 to see.
Y'all let me know how that works out because
Cody, we're gonna do this. Look, we're gonna do the commentary on it. We're gonna let John sit on the sideline.
yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll sit on the side.
We're gonna switch spots. I'll do it he goes on Mondays. We'll take it over on Tuesdays.
I'll pass the baton. Y'all can run with it. So there you go. So that's what's gonna happen. All right. So let's see. Okay, so next we have so Tiffany and Ronald are, you know, Tiffany is in South Africa. She gets there right before Christmas. Now last week, you know, Ronald gave Daniel like the blue room, and now Ronald wants to decorate the house for Christmas.
Why are we even talking about Ronald and Tiffany? We already, but yes. Okay. I don't think Ronald was wrong by doing what he did in order for Tiffany to soften up. He knows they're on a budget. He knows their own restraints, but he puts, and just like Tiffany said on your show, he puts Daniel in the middle. That is wrong.
Yeah, I kind of, when she said, like, you know, that by him doing this was a way of like him bribing Daniel to want to stay, I was like, yeah, that's kind of what's going on.
I just don't understand. How do you go Christmas shopping and you spend, how much did it come to, John?
$600, almost $700.
Almost $700. And she said on the show, just last week, he came up short for groceries. And now here's my credit card, so let's go ahead and spend $700 on Christmas. Like, I'm sorry, but food is more important than a Christmas tree.
That's called manipulation. So, and she said it on your show, and I saw it, which I've been seeing it for a while, but when she was on here on your show last week, he manipulates that little boy, and Daniel is a smart little boy. He knows what's going on because he knew his mother couldn't afford it or didn't want to spend that much money, but still he wants what he wants too. And Ronald is like a big kid.
Yeah.
Tiffany to me is immature. She treats him like a child. I know you like Tiffany, but they're toxic, period. They're just
and I'm kind of happy that, they decided to, because they tried, but they've had problems since before they got married. And I can understand, like I said on the live, like trying to work things out. And I would never tell anybody to not work on your marriage. But when you've only been married like a few minutes.
Is it 2 years or a year?
Whatever, either or. Like when you've only been married that short amount of time and you're going through all this stuff over and over again, it's better to quit while you're ahead, I think, and just.
But John, I think you're forgetting. Well, no, I know you're not forgetting. She has been like this since they got together. If the man said he had to go to the bathroom, she said it. She don't trust him. If he says he's going here, she doesn't trust him. You knew what you were getting when you got with him. You knew about his issues in the past. You knew about it. You went when he graduated from this little, wherever he was at. You knew he had issues. It's a disease. It's not just going to be something you can keep telling him to stop and he's going to stop. It's going to be cured. He works on it daily. So you knew what you were getting. So now you're saying this is no longer working for you. Well, he got a job. I don't know how much he's making. Before he wasn't working, she was sending him money. You knew all of this. You knew all of it. Granted, and that's what I was always upset about. You bringing Daniel over there, you have to calling this man daddy. And I get it. I get it. Daniel needs a father. His father died, but you put that kid in the middle of this messed up relationship from the beginning. And those are my feelings, and I'm sorry.
No, valid. But there are other things at play that's not on the show.
Yeah.
It's not my place to say. And I hear myself again. Hello. No,
yes, yeah. I'm here, so let's
deal with it. So that's all I can say.
I want to know what credit card company would give him a credit card with all this gambling debt and everything.
Tiffany's credit card company. I'm sorry.
Capital One. Well, Capital One. They were like, here you go.
Here you go. You know what? Here's a $5,000 limit. Let's go ahead and reel him in. Oh, he gambles.
Okay, y'all stop doing that because
you're smart. Like, listen, you want to make some money off somebody, give a gambler a credit card. I'm just saying.
I have had Capital One for I don't know how many years. They've financed 3 of my cars. I had Capital One when they were Sovereign Bank, so they just switched. That was East Coast. You remember it used to be called Sovereign Bank? Yeah, so y'all leave Capital One.
No, remember back in the day, like when Capital One like first came out, like it was like the credit card that you would get like if you have like bad credit or like
somebody else told me that too. Yeah, somebody else told me that.
Like, I mean, Capital One's come like a long way, but like that's what I That's what
I said. Capital One gave her dog a credit card.
And they did.
Listen, and when you take them cash advances out, like at the casino, like when you're like,
oh no,
you're making bank off all that interest because they charge you like 60% interest or something like that.
Don't ever do that. Don't ever take out cash advances. If you don't bring your cash with you, don't even use the ATMs in
it. She goes, no, they totally gave her dog a credit card, Capital One. So maybe we'll open up one for Hope.
Oh my God, that is too damn funny. Oh my God, yeah, but I mean, I like Tiffany. I do. I never saw this working out. So, I know she expected so much more from Ronald, but he's not there yet. He's not there yet. Not there at all.
And they spent like a lot of time apart. They've had it hard. I mean, I'm sure if they were like together more than they were, they might have had a better shot.
Yeah.
But, we don't know how it played out.
C'est la vie. Look, c'est la vie.
But I did feel like Ronald was like manipulating Daniel. Like,
he did.
Oh, don't you want this beautiful tree? Like, if I was a kid, I'd be like, yes, Dad, I want the big tree. I want the Christmas decorations.
Well,
I want all of it.
And then the big tree, too, next to that little scrawny Snoopy tree that she wanted. I call it a Charlie Brown tree.
The Charlie Brown tree, like with the one ball hanging at the end.
The Charlie Brown tree. That's what I called it. The Charlie Brown tree. I'm like, oh God, she can go cut one from outside and put in the house. It'd be better. Might have squirrels in it, but Jesus, that was a Charlie Brown tree.
It was Charlie Brown-esque. It was, but I could see Tiffany, because then she's like, well, how's he going to pay all this? And he's like, don't worry, I got the credit card. But then she's like, okay. So obviously, any kid would want all the bells and whistles for Christmas decorations.
Yeah, any kid.
That credit card and brought Tiffany out to a nice romantic dinner.
Well, no, you fell asleep. He did.
Oh, he did?
Well, I don't know if he used a credit card for it, but they went out to dinner at the end of it.
No, I don't think he paid. He said, I'm going. He got up and walked out.
Oh, so then maybe Tiffany paid for it after her Aperol spritz didn't work out.
Yeah. Yeah, he got up and walked out.
Okay.
That's one way of getting out of a check.
There you go. That's a what's it called?
It's not Dash.
What's that called when you dine and dash? There you go.
Dine and dash.
Dine and dash.
John, I'm gonna start doing that when we go to dinner. I'm gonna start a fight with you, and I'm gonna get up and just leave. And I don't care how you get home, but I'll see you when you get home.
Yep, he left. He really did leave. He said, "I'm going," and he got up and walked to the car, and she was just sitting there.
Well, you know what? He blew the load on his Capital One. He blew the load on his Capital One gold card.
Look, that was probably his credit limit. I'm sorry.
Capital One said, "No more credit for you," and he probably was like, "Oh shit!" And then he had to leave. So
yeah, he probably went to the bathroom. He called to see what his credit line was,
an increase,
and see if I can get another $200 to pay I'm at dinner, whatever. They said no, sorry, I don't think so. And then he said, "Oh shit, now what do I have to do?" So he started a fight, and he got up to leave.
I like that.
Okay, let me just ask you a question. If you have a credit card and you came short on groceries the last week,
when they were buying bologna, no less. Don't forget they were buying bologna or polony, and he's like, "Oh, I'm short. What was it, $200 or $300 or I don't."
Yeah, so why didn't he use his credit card then? Which you can't use your credit card to buy groceries in South Africa?
Yeah, what happened? Yeah, that's a good point. Why couldn't you whip out the credit card then?
Because A, his credit card probably didn't get there yet, or B, that was his mom's credit card and she didn't give it to him yet.
Oh, I never thought about that. Maybe it could have been his mother's card, but no, it would have had her name on it, Rhea. She's a beautiful woman.
They don't look. Cody has my card all the time, and he uses my card. They don't ever look.
The only time they actually start checking your IDs in a lot of these stores, unless you go to Saks or Macy's, it's at Christmas time. That's when they want to see your ID because people steal people's credit cards, so they actually look at your ID.
Oh wait, he said he left. Was that when they were buying polony? He left his credit card at home. Okay.
How do you go to the store and leave your credit card at home?
Or your wallet, or I don't know.
Well,
I've gone to the store plenty of times, but I've realized before I even get out of the car, I'm like, damn it, I left the damn card at home, and then I'll run back home and grab it. But I'm not in there shopping and then go to pay for food and be like, oh.
No, I did that about a month ago at HEB, but I know my credit card number by heart.
Me too.
Or my debit card number.
I can belt it out right now.
Yep. So they called the manager. He came over, and that lady, they see me in there all the time. I read off those numbers, and I said, "You need to see my ID." And he was like, "Nope." And I said, "No, here's my ID." And she was punching them in. She put them in, and because I actually left the house and left my wallet on the table, picked up my bag, that's how heavy it is, and thought my wallet was in it. So I did that one time.
But I mean, for women, it's a lot easier to leave your wallet behind because you carry a purse and it has all those things in it. So you think that, you actually have your wallet.
Okay.
With a guy, it's sticking you're in your back pocket though. So you mostly know, especially when you sit down in the car, you feel something on your butt cheek because you know it's your wallet.
Oh, that's true.
I agree with that.
But it's not good to sit on your wallet, Cody. It's not good to sit on your wallet.
It's not. I keep my wallet in my front pocket these days.
Yeah, it's not good to sit on your wallet.
All right. So now that we've gone into that 20-minute thing.
Yes, it is, Stephanie. HEB is the best grocery store on earth. Hands down. HEB. Yes.
We have ShopRite and Stop and Shop.
Yeah.
And Action. All right, let's move on.
Let's move on.
We haven't got through half the show yet. Okay. Okay, so next thing, Kalani had their spiritual romantic relationship. They threw rocks, and that carried all their problems, and now they're back to loving each other. Asuelu had the bad car accident. He's not working. Kalani's not working because she's a stay-at-home mom. They're looking for a new house, but no one's employed. And now they're getting a new car. They're like, you know what? Since no one's employed, let's find ourselves a car.
Don't forget, he wants 7 kids. I'm sorry.
Oh wait, no,
That's why he wanted the van.
I have that written.
I can't.
I have that written.
She tried to make him look at like the little Volkswagen Beetle and be like, "Oh, look at this! It's only like $4,000." Like, no, I want like the big cargo van.
So that means
producing.
He got a settlement. Wait a minute, was the car accident his fault?
I think he got rear end.
So he got a settlement. I'm trying to remember. He got a settlement
either.
And now he needs another vehicle.
Somebody ran a stop sign. I don't know whose fault it was.
Well, if he was going 40 miles over in Samoa and the speed limit Samoa.
Probably going down a mountain. So double that.
I'm sorry. She said, we don't even have a house yet. And but they're going to buy a car. And when she said he hasn't been working, she isn't working because she's a stay-at-home mom. You mean to tell me that you can't work from home? I mean, they got call centers.
Remember, like at the back of the TV guide, like lick envelopes from your house,
do something. Her father lived there. Does her mother work?
Heidi, we work from home.
I don't.
We are living proof.
I don't know.
You can work from home.
I'm so sorry. You just can't with these people. I mean, she's sitting there talking about she doesn't work. Why don't you work? Were you working before you got pregnant? Why don't you work?
I don't know. But Kalani doesn't work. Asuelu doesn't work. Now they're down to 1 car. I don't know why they need 2 cars if one of them works. I mean, let's be serious. Like, if only one person needs a car to go leave, why do you need 2 cars? I mean, I get wanting to have 2 cars, right? Because if you both are using a car every day, like whatever, but you really kind of don't need the car, whatever.
No, if you both stay at home, then one or the other, but the car's big enough for the whole family to go in anyway.
Okay, I'm sorry. He needs big windows and big tires. So we need to find a car with big windows, big tires,
and big rubber bumpers, so that way he doesn't mess this one up.
Oh, somebody said, don't they do cameos? Yeah.
Yeah,
and they also get paid from the
That's
show.
called working from home.
And they also do like endorsements and sponsorships and stuff like that. But like, I'm trying to make believe they're just 2 people from the street that are on a TV show, So we have, just like we know that Tiffany and Ronald are no longer, just like we know Mike and Natalie are no longer. We have, just like we know that Libby's family is full of shit. We have to suspend our whole belief system so we can talk about this show to make it make sense. That's
Wait
what
a
I'm saying.
minute. But John, I'm sorry. When she said you have to hold a baby in your vagina for 9 months, I spit my water out. Seriously.
But wait. No, wait. So they go to like the car dealership, and I was like, first of all, he sees the vet, and Kalani's like, yeah, keep moving. And then he runs to like a minivan. I've never seen a man ever run to a minivan. Like all my married friends, and their spouses, like none of the men ever drive the minivan. They hate the minivan. They want no part of the minivan. Like, that was the first time I've ever seen a man's eyes light up at a minivan. He's like, look at this. And I'm like, wait. I was like, what are you looking at?
She goes, it has 8 seats. What do we need 8 seats for?
When he said, I'm listening to you and Cody, but I kept thinking about him talking about he wants 7 kids. And I keep going back to the fact, kids are expensive, but she has no job.
But also, Heidi, you also got to think, he wants, which she clearly stated on the show, or when it was aired yesterday, that he wants her boobs. He wants her boobs back.
Well, you're just jumping around, Cody. Let's go in order. Hold on. We have a
I'm going to jump around this.
No, we have notes written down. You're just going like
he wants her boobies back. But meanwhile, and she made a good point. You want to have another kid? Well, you ain't gonna have these TTs because it's gonna be another kid now.
But I couldn't believe it, and like he was standing there, like next to that minivan, like it was his, and like he wasn't gonna budge from it. Like I would take like the Toyota Corolla, like I don't know, like a nice roomy 4-seater, like
Okay, but you got to remember where he comes from. I don't know what kind of cars they have over there. Samoa. Okay, so I don't know if they got the little bitty cars over there or what. But Asuelo is not a little guy, and maybe if he gets a bigger car, he can fit more people in there, which will make more money for his ride sharing business.
Oh yeah, because he does like Uber and like
yes.
And like, listen, me and Cody are Uber drivers, like, so I am not like, you make good money doing that. And props to him for doing it.
But you could do it with it's not like you're picking up 10 people at a time.
Yeah. Like, are you picking up like a basketball team?
Right.
Like, and it's right. Like,
there's no use for a minivan.
I do Uber in my Mustang and it's terrible gas mileage. I put like, like half the money I make a night has to go back into gas for my car because like it's horrible on gas. Cody's has like, an Accord, so it's a lot better. But for me, like I love my car, but like it would make more sense to have like a 4-cylinder or like a hybrid that's good on gas. Because like, my car just eats gas.
I think you better go get a minivan. A hybrid minivan.
No, screw a minivan. I'm just gonna get like a Navigator. It's gonna be so enough room for me, Cody, and my 2 cats.
We're gonna be doing a live tomorrow from the
John, look in your chat. Pineapple C said her husband is dying from minivan.
Wait, what? I mean, he really wants this minivan. It's like intense.
To him, okay, I equated that with when you remember when they all went out to eat, he said, what did he say? He says he want bigger, better, whatever you have when he was ordering food for his mother and everybody. Remember
right, yeah.
Okay, so to him, if he got a minivan, it's bigger with the big tires and the big windows, that means status.
Yes,
and he can hold his 7 kids.
Well, we have 2 cats, but we definitely need a full-size minivan, like a town and country, something with like a swivel card table that we can put on. I definitely need TVs and all the headrests.
Yeah. Oh my god!
And like if we can't afford that, we'll go 80s. Remember those? Like,
the best of the best. Thank you, Roxy. He said, "I want the best of the best."
Remember the conversion vans from the 80s before like minivans were invented, like the VCR, old school like Ford conversion vans, and they had like the mood lighting, like with like the track lighting. Remember those?
I'm serious.
I know.
To him, the bigger the car, the bigger the windows, the bigger the tires. That means the best of the best. And Roxy, thank you. I couldn't remember what he said, but yeah, he said the best. He said, I want the best of the best. So that's the way he thinks. He is a man child. He's a child in a man's body.
Seriously. The best of the best.
I think a Dodge Caravan's too small for Asuelo's needs. I think he needs like one of the big boys, like a town and country.
Yeah.
Like one of them,
or maybe like definitely Mercedes, like 12-seater.
Definitely needs like an optional 4th seat, a 4th row, where like you could fit like a good a soccer team. And
or like you could play back while you're driving,
Okay, he has 9 siblings, so he wants 7 kids. So like his mom says, some go to the plantation, some go fishing. What he said. So he wants
some are good, some are bad.
Some kids are going to be good, some are going to be bad. I'm like, wow, that's actually putting a lot of faith into that. Like, sign me up for that.
John, here's the thing. When he said he had 9 siblings, I was trying to think, well, why in the hell did Tammy want him to keep giving their mother all his money when he has 9 other siblings that can take care of her too?
Well, there's like a rumor going around. Now, again, you have to suspend your belief system that is all farce about the money.
Her just wanting the money and not caring about the kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all, But like, God forbid, I don't believe for 1 second. This show has always been 100% honest. And I believe that like scripture. So
okay. All right. All right. I'm sorry. You got me choking over here.
there we are. Okay, so all right, so moving on. All right.
Okay.
Oh my God, we're already at 45 minutes and we didn't.
Oh God.
I have so much to go. Oh my God. All right, wait. Okay, so Brandon and Julia, it's their turn. They get their new apartment in Richmond, Virginia, the place that me and Cody were stuck in for 3 hours of traffic the other night to move 2 miles. So good luck with that traffic in Richmond.
Were you on 95 or 58?
95.
It's always, it doesn't matter if it's an accident, any type of bad weather, snow, it's always.
Some genius in the Virginia Department of Transportation decided to put I-95 to 1 lane on a holiday weekend.
That's weird because they normally
weird
for 7 miles.
Yeah, because they normally do work in the evenings, but not holiday time. So that was weird. Okay.
And there was not even one like road person or anything. It was just all the barrels and there was not even one vehicle that was working at that time at all.
Okay.
Red Sox Sarah said that she loved long chats. Keep it going.
This is going to be a long one because we ain't got through half the show yet. So then we're right after Ellie.
This is how we always do.
I might have to smoke a cigarette in a minute. That's how long this is. I try not to smoke on camera, but this live might call for one.
I'm sorry. You make me laugh so hard. Let's go.
So Brandon and Julia they got their apartment in the big city in Richmond. Very different from Dinwiddie, Squirm, wherever the hell they live on that farm. So obviously Brandon's parents don't want him to go. Plus, like, lose all that help on the farm. Like, who's going to feed the chickens?
We'll get to that.
Like they got all that free labor on that farm now. So
that's what the mother said. She goes, well, I guess now we have to do like all the work ourselves. Well,
because nobody wasn't doing anything.
10 chickens and 15 goats and
they've
12.
They've had that before, but now they're going to have to hire people.
Well, and start selling it off.
So they go ahead and sign the lease to their apartment in Richmond, and they bring the parents to see it, but the parents don't know that they've already
signed the lease on it.
Hey Ashley, thank you, Ashley. The parents don't know they've already signed the lease. So, the mom walks in, guns blazing, thinking she could talk him out of it. Oh, look at that window. It's got a view of a wall. And look at that window. It's got another view of a brick wall. And I'd hang myself if I had to live in this apartment. And look at this kitchen. It's the worst kitchen I've ever seen. This is like 10. I mean, the mom was playing every card she could to talk him out of moving. I mean, I'm like, wow, she is going hard, man.
She went hard. And I was laughing so hard. I said, little do you know, poodle head woman, that they've already signed this lease.
Yep.
I mean, she used everything but the kitchen sink. I mean, she was like, I heard that communists live in this apartment. I wouldn't be surprised. Like whatever she could use to talk him out of getting that place, she would have. Like, it was like insane.
Oh my God, John. It was funny. I like the way they did it, though. But when she was saying that Julia, she thought she was getting a daughter. No, you thought you were getting an extra hand on the farm.
Oh, please.
And she thinks that Julia is manipulating Brandon. When are you going to cut the tit strings? When are you going to let this man go off and live his life and take care of his wife?
No, and I agree. And I do like Brandon's mom, though. I wish I had like a mom that loved me that much.
But she's like I do,
I'm not trying to dog the mom out completely because she loves her boy. And I wish
that's a grown man. That is a grown man. That's not a boy. He's a grown
Well, he
ass
looks
man.
like he's 12, though. I mean, he looks like come on. He looks like he's like in 8th grade, like pushing 9th. You know, like
Oh my God.
I keep waiting to see him with an algebra book in his hand. Like, oh, I got to study for like, test tomorrow. But like he looks young as hell. Thank you, Crystal. But yeah, so then they dropped the news that they signed the lease, and I never seen someone's face go white so fast.
You saw the color just drain.
Yeah, it just drained. Like it was like one of them like David Blaine magic tricks. Like, watch this woman's color like drain out of her face, like that. Like it was like
John, and I rewinded because I thought I was seeing stuff. Whatever little blush was right there.
I wanted to feed her some bread through the TV just so she could get like something in her system, because she looked like she was about to have tunnel vision and just pass the fuck out.
Oh my God, that was too funny. I'm sorry.
I thought she almost maybe had a stroke, because she lost I'm so like all her hair all her hair turned white.
Lyra, I think her fuzz from the poop, her poop, her hair didn't go straight. I'm sorry.
I think Flamingos, Brandon looks like little Debbie. He does
No, but have you seen the picture of Brandon's dad like 30 years ago? Brandon is the spitting image of his father 30 years ago. He's going to look just like that, just shorter when he gets older.
He's like, Brandon's like a good, I don't know, I want to think he's good looking sometimes, and then I'm like, oh, it's like lighting. I don't know, he's got a nice body. I'll give him that, but
when you're working and milking cows and
he's pulling on them teats all day long. I'm sure,
of course, you're gonna have a good body, and then you're chucking pigs and all kinds of shit.
Throwing slop, whatever they do.
Who has a good body? Wait a minute, who has a good body?
Brandon, he's actually built.
Okay.
He wants to be a model.
Okay. Okay.
No, he is but then whatever. So so that's anything else? Anything more you got on that one, Heidi, for Brandon?
Let me see. No, just the fact that her curls stayed in her head, but her face turned white. That was good.
Oh, Cody's raising his hand. We got somebody from the back.
Pick me. I have something else to say. I don't know if anybody else caught it at the end before they switched over to the other people, but she said, Julie said to Brandon that she wanted to start the American family. Yes. She wanted to start thinking about having kids and this and that and yada yada. Well, if you noticed, when he brought the parents before they passed out on the house tour, it was only 1 bedroom. And she's thinking about having kids. Well, I'm sorry, you just signed a year lease on this house, and you want to start having kids. Where the hell where are you going to put everything?
In a bathroom, in the drawer. Oh, I do have one more thing,
The mom said you could barely even fit a dresser in here with a bed.
I have one more thing. The closet. My shoes wouldn't fit in that closet. So
right?
That's the only thing
not even the cat's litter box would fit in the closet.
Listen, you get a dresser, like Lynn said, you get a dresser. You open up a drawer, you make that like the bassinet.
Baby bed.
You slide the baby right in it, and you're good to go. Problem solved. Meanwhile, you have
the one with the deep drawers, though. You need the deep drawers, so that way you can put a pad in there.
You have the beautiful view from their one window of a brick wall.
Oh my! That's fun. You save on your electricity because you don't have to keep the house cooler with that one little window. So you're good.
They're good. And maybe when they do have a baby, then they can re-sign a lease for a 2-bedroom. Or I don't know.
Or move back to the farm.
I
wouldn't want to live in that part of Richmond at all because they're right outside that little downtown area. I would not want to live in that section of Richmond at all.
Well, Julia wants to be,
away from the farm.
She wants to be in the city. So
Yeah.
I guess Richmond is the closest,
Okay.
city.
Well, I don't have anything else to say but those two. Look, I'm
All right,
sick.
moving on. Now that we're, oh my God, we're 55 minutes. Okay, so, Brandon and Julia, but okay. Tiffany talks to Ronald's mom.
I think his mother, Rhea, is a really nice lady. And I'm going to agree with something she said. Remember, I said it earlier that Ronald is a good telephone dad, but he doesn't know how to be a good dad in person. And on the other hand, Tiffany says that, well, she's only been there a couple of days. She says she kept asking him to help her with the kids. I don't know what help she needs with Daniel, but I guess with Carly, and he wouldn't do it. So it should be something that you haven't seen your daughter in I don't know how many months, and you should want to be hands-on. I get Tiffany's point. But the mother, on the other hand,
how do you feel about him not wanting to clean the poop diapers?
That could be it. But the mother, on the other hand, she is actually making a good point, but I don't know if me would talk to his mother without actually talking to him and not bitching at him. So yeah, she did talk to Ronald's mother behind his back. And that's basically the way I see it.
I don't know if it was, I'm trying not to be like all the way Tiffany, but I don't know. That's her mother. That's her mother-in-law.
That's her mother-in-law, but you're talking to her about things that you guys need to work on together. That's just me. I mean, that's the way I saw it.
Maybe Tiffany has tried, and out of exhaustion, she maybe thought talking to the mother-in-law was like the last way. I'm always playing devil's advocate, aren't I? Don't you love me?
But that could be it too. But but she told his mother about him being short on groceries. Why? I wish my daughter-in-law would call it. Now, unless she and my son had a really bad issue and they both called, but if she just called me bitching about my son.
That's the question. So he says, but what has Ronald been telling the mom about Tiffany?
That's true. That is so true. But then again, I don't think he's told her too much, because I don't think she would have had that attitude towards Tiffany as being understanding and being there and not coming back at her and accusing her of things. So I don't think he said too much to his mother about Tiffany.
And Ronald's one who started the conversation, not Tiffany. So if the mother who wants to see her daughter-in-law and like the mother of her granddaughter, I didn't think it was so horrible. There goes my voice again. I hear myself again.
It wasn't horrible.
I didn't think it was like, Tiffany was like, oh, how dare her talk.
No, I don't think it was like that. No, I just don't. I know she's frustrated with Ronald. I see that. I see that. But you can see them even in the car together, John, when they were on the way to meet the mother. The tension between them was so thick.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was tension. I mean, just tension. Then when they left, there was tension. They're out eating. There's tension. I couldn't eat if that's that much stress in my relationship. I wouldn't be comfortable with that. So why is he trying to keep her there? He's being selfish because, well, I can't say selfish. He wants to spend time with his daughter. He wants to spend time with his son. I get it. He wants to spend, but to me, you both got to give a little. You both have to give a little.
You and Heidi made up? Me and Heidi were never fighting, ever.
Why do people think that we...
It's cool. But if you didn't know, then me and Heidi never fought. So, but okay. So, all right. We still have like a lot more to cover. We're at the hour mark.
Let's go. Okay, come on.
Okay. Is there anything that we skipped over that you want to bring light to?
Did we skip over?
I skipped over
Angela and Michael.
And Skyla. I skipped over it. So what are your thoughts on that? Let me get a cigarette because you know the ashtray, Cody.
I'm not going to.
Because we're talking about Angela, I'm going to light a cigarette up. So there we go.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I personally do not like the way Angela speaks to Michael. I don't. I understand she's upset that he hadn't called in 9 weeks. You know, he was upset about her surgery. He was wrong for that. But you know, from the beginning of this relationship, from what we see on TV, I don't know what happens when the cameras are not rolling. The way she talks to him is horrible. And then when she goes, I'm an American, I love it. I can't say what I want to say. We have to write. I was laughing, but I just, their relationship to me, it's, she won't give in, he won't give in. Michael has found his balls have finally dropped. So now he doesn't want to apologize. She's not going to give in. Who knows? I don't think either one of them are going anywhere, but they got to learn to communicate and talk and stop the yelling. That, to me, is crazy. My opinion. Look, my opinion.
And again, I must remind everybody that we're watching this show that we have to suspend our belief systems for a little bit.
Yes.
But
that's what I said. I don't know what goes on when the cameras are not rolling, but what they show is always, even when she's over there, she's fussing, she's yelling, she's screaming, Michael, do this, Michael, do that, Michael, you don't do this, Michael, you don't do that, but he's still there. So there's something between them. So, oh well, but I saw oh my God, some of the comments under her thing today was horrible. People can say such nasty things. It's just, I don't get it. I don't get it. But no, that's their relationship. But from what they show on there, she's always bitching and fussing. I just don't like her talking to him like that, or anybody talking to anyone not like that, not just Angela, because I don't like the way Andre speaks to Libby. So yeah.
Andre.
Yes. So that's all I had for them.
Well, I will just say that
don't say what you can't say.
That we love Angela.
Oh, I know you do.
And while being in her presence, she's very loving and caring and attentive. So that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say on that, and let's move on to the next couple. Move on.
Over, like caring because that's all, they treat you like family. Like that's,
you know what? You know what? Let me tell you. Every time I come on your thing, I don't like talking about the people that you like because I know you have a personal relationship with them. So I just go by what I see.
No, that's fine because the people say, John, you're too biased. Oh, John, like, you never say anything bad about certain people. No, so that's good. So it's good to have a dissenting opinion. That's why I have people on. So no, it's fine. Let's see. Thank you, Elisa. Oh, hey, thank you. Hey, girl. Thank you. And see, we have look.
Yes, Sassy, and I'm going to agree with you on that too, Sassy. I saw your comment. You're right. Michael does stupid things too. I'm not taking it from Michael. He does simple things. Michael is not an angel. But when she just said that, that when I heard Angela say that Michael calls her the B word, I was shocked. So you're right. He does dumb stuff too. I'm talking about what I just saw tonight on the show. Is what I saw, and then when I heard her say that. So I'm going to agree with you on that, Sassy girl. He does do things as well.
There is I just can't speak on it. So
I know. Yeah. So let's go.
So that's it. I mean, obviously I could talk about Tiffany and Ronald because, we did that live where they we all know that they're done. They said that they were done. They posted they were done. We went live, all four of us, me, Sherelle.
That was a great live.
So obviously I could talk about that because that was out in the open, but I can't speak on other things. Okay.
Yep, so we're not going to discuss it. So what else? Okay, who else we have left?
Okay. Oh, wait. Oh my God, wait.
I think we're done.
No. Jovi and Yara.
That ain't going to take long. Okay.
And Jovi and Yara are on the show.
I think we just summed that up.
Yes, let's see. Jovi comes back from being gone 3 months. Get to see Mila. She's a beautiful little baby. Yara is gorgeous. Mommy and Daddy are there. They'll go look at the new apartment. He's not happy. He's 40 minutes outside of New Orleans. Now he doesn't know where he's going to get his next drink from. Let's see where the strippers are and scene. That's it. That's it.
I mean, and then like, not only did Yara get like a new apartment, 45 minutes away from where he wanted to live, she also got like, a new couch, because she didn't want the couch that they had, have the hooker diseases on it that she claimed.
I think she got a new bed too. I think she got new everything. And I agree with her. You don't know. She said the diseases and the hooker sleeping on there. She goes, she doesn't know. That makes perfect sense. She picked it. She moved it. She got it. And he makes enough money. She can furnish it. Why didn't she just get a house?
Yeah, I don't understand like why they moved into like another apartment. Like, why didn't they get a house?
Why didn't they get a house? That's what I'm trying to understand, because she's not going to be 4 months long unless they're not sure if they're going to stay in New Orleans or not. But why didn't you just find a house?
That was my biggest question. I mean, obviously.
Well, no, I see why. Because I think they had like a month or two before the lease was up. So maybe that's why.
They could have rented a house if they didn't want to get a mortgage. You know what I mean? Like, if they weren't ready to get a house
she could have just stayed with the parents until he got back and then bought the house.
That's not yours.
No,
I know. You said no.
You didn't see this because in the previews for next week, she like legit kicks Jovi's parents out.
Kick them out.
She kicks them out.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, but so I mean, I think it's a beautiful apartment. I think it's light, it's airy, it's open. I think it's beautiful, but I didn't see another bedroom. I just saw one bedroom.
I just thought, like, why move into another apartment? Like, that didn't make sense to me at all. Like, I was like, why?
A townhouse.
It wasn't even a townhouse, though.
No, she's saying like it's not a house.
I get that. Like
something like
it just seemed like she got like another apartment the same size they had in New Orleans, like out, and I don't know New Orleans. I don't know what's 45 minutes away from New Orleans. Is that right?
Depends on which way you go. Okay, if you're 45 minutes south, you're heading back into Baton Rouge and Gonzales, LaPlace, Gramercy. If you're going 45 minutes away, you're going Slidell, you're going closer to Mississippi, but they were outside of New Orleans because they went across I-10 and run across all the water. So I'm thinking that they're out towards Thibodeau and Houma in that area.
Is that like, are those the suburbs like Jovi said?
Yeah, little cities outside of New Orleans. Yeah, Thibodeau, Houma, that kind of stuff. LaPlace, Reserve.
And they were saying like, oh, we can go to like the restaurant. And she said like the restaurant, like not that we can go to like restaurants,
one restaurant and one bar.
She goes,
that's why she said
no, Jovi, we can go to
hi Robin.
Like I was like, oh, you remind me of Schitt's Creek, like there's like the one restaurant in town.
I love Schitt's Creek. Schitt's Creek.
Cafe Tropical. So they're gonna be at Cafe Tropical eating dinner every night.
Oh, Wendy lives in Houma. Oh my God, Wendy. Okay. I went to school in LaPlace. Yeah, okay. Okay, they got people that know about Slidell and all of that. So I was looking how they were going on I-10, and I was trying to read the signs as they were going.
I am Alexis. Boop.
But
I will take Alexis any day.
But all in all,
John, give me a better compliment than be calling me Alexis. I love it. So,
hi, Christy Marie. What was your favorite part of last night's show? What was your favorite part?
Well, let's get into it because it's the last scene we haven't talked about.
Let's go.
When the family podcast arrives at the aunt's house and granddaddy's there and all the family's there. That's probably my favorite scene from the whole night. So here we are. So the RV finally makes it to Aunt, whatever. What's her name? Aunt Sue. Aunt Sue's house. They're there. Charlie and his wife had flew, so they arrived the night before. And the clan unpacks the RV. They roll up into Aunt Sue's. Granddaddy Pothass is there, and it's not 3 seconds in that Charlie and Andre go at it. So let's do it.
Ooh.
First of all, I was waiting. I was like, wow, we went a whole episode without
This was
hearing.
at the end of the show?
Yeah, you missed it.
All right, so I'm going to have to watch the end.
We went a whole episode without hearing family business. But nope, 90 Day Fiance did not let me down because they had to say family business about 10 times in like the last 3 minutes. So that's number one. I'm looking at my notes. I have family business.
Family business.
So, Aunt Sue was like, well, Andre is to Aunt Sue, oh, hi, and she's like, oh, I've heard so many things about you.
Good and bad.
Andre is like, good or bad? She's like, well, a little bit of both.
That's a warm welcoming right there.
I don't know how staged that whole part was, but like, I felt bad for Andre.
First impressions are the best.
In that moment.
He walked in and they were ready to pounce. And he did not let them down.
No. So Charlie, Aunt Sue's like, so Charlie's like, oh, well, you don't know this about him, Aunt Sue. He asked for $100,000 for the family business, and Aunt Sue's like, what? And Aunt Sue was like, oh, I don't want to hear. We're all here to get along. We're all family.
No,
and then at the same time,
do that again. Aunt Sue said what?
She's like, what? And then she's like, she's like, oh, we're all here for family. We're not fighting. Granddaddy's here and whatever. And then at the same time, she's like, but wait, you asked for $100,000. That's not right. You should start from the bottom and work yourself up. And then Charlie and Andre were about to throw down in the middle of Aunt Sue's kitchen with Granddaddy Pothass sitting there in the corner. Granddaddy Pothass, uses all his energy to muster up his strength to get up and say, no, you gotta work for your money. You gotta start from the bottom.
And he was trying to get up to check his checkbook to make sure that the $100,000 didn't get out.
He had to check his oxygen machine because he didn't know what was happening.
Okay. Charlie's dad said he gave him the money to start the business because Charlie had came back to Florida to take care of the mom.
Right.
So, and then he said that the sister was instrumental in getting him back on his feet. So Charlie said he wanted to give his kids a leg up. And I like when jealous boy said, your kids, he's not your kid.
And then, but Charlie went in guns blazing against Andre, right? So then, all of a sudden, when Andre starts fighting back, he's like, "Yo, bro, we're at my aunt's house and my grandfather's here. You're not gonna disrespect my aunt." And I was like, "But you're the."
Don't get soft now. Don't get soft now. Why would you do that? That reminds me of my family anyway. But why would you do that when that older man is the aunt you just met, she just told you she's heard good and bad things about you, and you go in her home. Charlie was wrong. He should have never brought that up in front of anybody else. He's jealous because and I see it, Andre is trying to muscle his way into the family business. Okay, I see it. Elizabeth's already working for her dad. It's the house they're living in. Did her dad buy that house for them?
No, remember a couple of seasons back, they were living.
The first one they
were living in one of her dad's houses, and
yep.
Andre was having a shit fit about it. And he's like, no, we have to move because I don't want to be under the.
But she
got the money from her dad. She got the money from her dad.
So yeah,
she did ask for money from him. Yeah.
So the dad gave her money so they could buy their own house. I don't know what's real and what's not.
I just have to say.
No, I don't think they were buying it. They were renting another house, but Andre didn't know she went to the dad to get the money because they didn't have it. But you are still sponging off. They all sponging off of him. They all running schemes. They all got a damn record.
The family business, you mean?
Off the show.
Yeah.
It's the family business.
The family business.
Andre wouldn't cut the grass. He felt that was beneath him. You know, he was living in
fix up the house.
He was living in a free house.
But I do have to say, I bet after he met like the whole family when they rolled up, that RV definitely got slept in that night by Andre. I guarantee that.
I want to see, because I want to see when the whole family gets together. I want to see this reunion. I want to see how many people don't like him. And you heard what Elizabeth said. She says, tomorrow is the family reunion. There's more family to meet, and I don't want Andre to mess it up.
No, Aunt Sue is gangster. She doesn't like Andre already.
Nope.
You can tell that. You know, Granddaddy Pothead doesn't like Andre. The only person who's in Andre's corner right now is Libby and the one that stuck up from him in the RV. What was his name?
Rebecca's husband. I don't even know
Becky's husband, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's always got his corner right now.
But you put in Chuck. Isn't Chuck's ex-wife there too? I thought I saw her. No.
Oh, the God-fearing Christian who hates gay people. No, I don't. I
thought that other older lady. I thought that was the ex-wife.
I didn't see her.
Okay.
But I'm not Christian enough to
well, we're going to see what happens tomorrow. I mean, I want to see next week, unless they drag it out all night long and let us go all the way to the end again, so they can give us 5 minutes of them getting it on.
But if I had to pick a side on this whole part, I would be on Andre's side, because like he walked in there losing. Obviously, Aunt Sue already, Charlie had even if this was 100% real and like this was filming in real time, and Andre, Charlie flew there, so he already had time to work on
time to set everything up. Time to give him all the backstory.
And like, who's Aunt Sue gonna pick? Her nephew,
or her new nephew-in-law. So here's the thing: who told Aunt Sue good and bad things about Andre? Probably she got the good from Libby, from Elizabeth, and she got the bad from Charlie.
I'm sure she got bad from everybody. I mean, they all hate him,
except for Chuck.
I mean, but Chuck's hated him too.
Yeah, but he's coming around now.
But Becky,
Charlie's wife was there. Yeah, I saw Charlie's wife was there. Somebody said there was
Charlie's wife was there for sure.
Yeah, they flew in. Yep, he had them locked. Seriously, thank you. Is it Kevin? He had them locked and loaded and ready to go. He didn't stand a chance. So on this one, I'm with you. I felt bad for Andre. I did. And
so the SS Minnow, they were back on the SS Minnow today, guys, if you didn't notice, I guess because they were celebrating Tampa Bay winning the Stanley Cup. So the SS Minnow went out for another 3-hour tour today. So there's that. And I think that's it. Like,
that's it. I think we've covered everybody, John.
I think we got it all.
Oh my God! Everybody keeps telling me that what's his name looks like Blake Shelton. Mike looks like Blake Shelton, and I looked at him. When you keep the mask right here, he does a little bit, but other than that, no.
Well, if you cover half his face and you just see his eyes, so
yeah, that's what I said. Put the mask and you can see.
Yeah, like a little. Yeah. If I had like really bad glaucoma, I would maybe think that he was like real quick. If my eyes were like really foggy.
But I need you to start watching this show, John. I don't know if you've seen it. So Freaking Cheap.
No, I haven't even heard of it.
It's on WeTV. You have 4 families. The Tran family live in a $4 or $5 million home, and they're dumpster diving. It is a really good show. It comes on WeTV. It is funny as hell. You got to watch it.
Oh, I have to. I have to catch up on that You, Me, and My Ex thing. I watched.
Oh, that's a good show too. That's a good show.
I kind of let that fall at the wayside. Maybe we'll do a live about that.
Well, once we started watching it, we took
actually that's true. Like once we started, the first episode came and then we were on the road. So I haven't watched Beverly Hills in like a couple episodes. I had to catch up with everything.
Is it TLC or WeTV? I thought it was WeTV. So freaking, it comes on after.
Everyone's saying TLC.
Okay, TLC. I thought it was I don't know why, but it's TLC. Sorry, guys, but so freaking cheap. That is a damn good show, and I was.
What night is it on?
It's coming on. It's on tonight, and you only missed 2 episodes. Tonight's the 3rd episode. It's really funny.
It's just with the same families, or
yep, it's the Trans, the Gayos, the Watsons, and the Claytons.
Oh, it's on
right
right
now. It.
Okay, so I guess
gotta watch it.
10 o'clock.
Yeah. Okay. It's a funny show. You really enjoy it. And thank you for having me. I really enjoyed this.
This was a blast. So I think that's it. I think we covered all the bases. I have to eat some food because I'm starving.
Okay, somebody said, yes, Heidi, you're right. Am I right? Oh, okay. I don't know what. Family Karma is a good show, too. Family Karma is a really, really, really good show. I don't know if you watched it. You don't even watch Shaw's of Sunset, but Family Karma is a really good show, too.
Yeah, I need to catch up.
I know you have so many shows you cover, John. I know you do a lot of Bravo and you do a lot of TLC now.
Well, yeah, like Bravo stuff. I don't know.
Thank you, former. Am I saying her name right, John? What's her name? Former Mama.
Farm
MD Mama.
Farm to Mama.
Farm to Mama. Thank you so much. I was trying to read her thing. Thank you.
Like, I haven't watched New York since the first episode because I think it sucks.
Okay, you're not missing nothing. I'm so disgusted with, you're not missing anything. I'm sick of Ebony. Rashawn is there now. It's just, I need them to get rid of everybody except for Sonia and start all over again. That's what I need them to do. I need them to keep Sonia, bring back Bethany.
Oh yeah, that's
bring Dorinda back.
It sucks since Bethany.
Yeah,
it hasn't been the same.
Yeah, you need to. Yeah, and then get 4 more housewives. So yeah, you're not missing anything. Nothing.
We'll stop playing Jersey.
Oh, we've been binging old episodes. Like we've been watching old episodes. We started Jersey from the beginning, so now we're on season 6, like the lost season.
Yes, I think you should do a review of the old New Jersey.
I just love Jacqueline and Caroline. I wish they
I know. So why don't you go back down memory lane and go back to when it was really like, when
Jacqueline and Caroline were on it.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah, go back then. And that's when they first had, oh my God, whatever her name, Danielle. Everybody was on there, and you had the designer who was always in everybody's business. Go back and do a review of that season.
Thank you. We just got it. I love it.
I love that. Nintendo. Did you hear that a Nintendo game that was unopened just sold for $1.56 million?
Damn. I wish I would have kept mine wrapped.
Yep, an unopened Nintendo game.
Which one was it?
I don't know.
I
can't remember the name, and I don't want to lie. Thank you, JG. Oh, thank you. But yeah, so for 1.56 million, it's probably the first one that came out with the robot, because that's the ones that I bought for my son. You remember the little robot he came with? I think.
Mac. Oh yeah. It was the Mac. Mac was the robot. Stack'em. That's the game.
Stack'em. Yep. So that's the one when they first came out. I was living in Maryland. We couldn't get it in Maryland. We drove to New Jersey, took the train, went to New York, and got it at Macy's because they had to have that Nintendo game. No. I got it at F.W. Schwartz. FAO. FAO. That's where I got it from. Thank you.
I got when I grew up in Nintendo. Like I was 7 or 8 when the first Nintendo system came out with Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt and all that. When the Legend of Zelda came out, I needed to have it.
Yep.
So my grandmother actually got a copy of the Legend of Zelda that was like French Canadian. So half of it was like in English and the other half was in like French. It was like the weirdest thing. But I got my Zelda, so I was happy.
I used to play the Legend of Zelda The other one, it was called it was 1942 when the plane came across the whole screen and you were shooting down everything. I played that, and then they had that Nintendo. Matter of fact, they still might have that damn Nintendo up in the attic in Maryland, but
I still have my old. I have my Super. I'm looking at my Super Nintendo right there. That I haven't played since 1994, but I still have it. I just have to find like the wires for it.
Oh my God! Being the Queen said I could be Sherelle's sister. Okay.
Well, then when we'll have the three of us up at the same time, and there will be.
Oh no, I don't think you can. I don't think that you can take me and Sherelle laughing at the same time.
Oh yes, no, I think I can handle it. I think I can. I'd like to try it out.
That'll be fine. But I really enjoyed this, John, and I actually miss covering stuff with you. I really do. This was fun.
It was fun. Maybe you know what? Maybe we'll catch up. Catch up on Beverly Hills, and we can do something with that.
Okay, but tomorrow, well, yeah, just let me know because I'm gonna be live a lot this week because I have a lot to catch up on, and I have a true crime.
Promote your channel.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Girl, make people sub to your channel. Come on.
She said, "Oh, okay, bye, y'all." Oh, wait, no, wait.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Hi, guys. I just can't. I don't do that.
Thank you, Callie girl. Everybody sub to Heidi's channel. Heidi, when is it?
I'm sorry. Just let me know when, because I have stuff scheduled.
Hello.
Oh my God, John, I am so sorry. I just don't like to do that, but yeah. So you let me know when, and
now tell people how to follow you.
Guys, follow me. My channel name is Heidi Black. I cover true crime, some reality. I cover a lot of stuff. I just like doing a variety, but mostly reality and true crime and missing people cases. I like murders, and I love to read autopsy reports. So we read Michael Jackson's autopsy report but 2 weeks ago, and I had a doctor on too.
Ooh, that sounds very morbid.
Interesting. No, because somebody kept telling me that he had that he was given he was chemically castrated, and it was like 59 pages. And I'm like, we went through the whole damn thing because I wanted to find it.
In one live?
Yes, we did it. We went through it, and she
was that
read
like Jerry Lewis marathon? Like, how long were you live for?
About an hour and 45 minutes.
That's almost about as long as we've been live.
But I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Michael Jackson, when he was buried in a gold, they had him in a gold coffin. Well, after that,
like Dumbledore.
Like Dumbledore, whatever, yeah. But in August, he died in June. August, they went to Forest Lawn. They went to get hair samples. When they brought him to the coroner that was there to get his hair samples, he was in a yellow casket with blue lining.
So it wasn't gold.
Wasn't gold. So they had changed him out. And they went back to get hair samples and stuff from him. And LaToya was there. She was the only family there to witness it.
LaToya.
Yeah. So I find it was, but when I first did it, it was 50 pages. Now it's 51 pages because they buried him in July. They went back in August and they got it, wasn't buried, they put him in a vault. And they pulled him out. He was in a yellow casket with blue lining. No gold.
So what happened to the gold casket?
Oh my God.
That's what we were trying to figure out. Must be like JFK's coffin. They showed one, but he was actually another one. So you never know. But anyway, he was in a totally different coffin. I find interesting things.
No, that's very interesting. We still have
he wasn't in the same coffin, Dee Marie. He was not in the same coffin.
Scott Peterson.
Oh, let me know when you want to do that, because I have somebody that wants to debate you on Scott Peterson.
Oh, I don't. Oh God, I have to rewatch everything. Oh my God, no! I don't even know.
That's gonna be like next week.
Now I'm gonna have to do like all my research all over again. Oh man!
I'm telling you, somebody keep asking me. They keep saying, so when are you going to do Scott? I said, I can't do Scott until John has some time. And they were like, oh my God, John Yates. I said, yes. They said, oh, this is going to be good. I said, John doesn't think Scott did it. She goes, well, I think he did. So we're going to have a good debate. So she's waiting.
Well, no, at first, like, which I said, like, I, like the rest of the world, thought that Scott did it. Like, I think everybody thought that he did it. And then, this was almost a year ago, last summer. And we were home, and they had like this 8-part thing on like that.
No, it was a 2-part, but it was 4 hours each.
No, we watched 8 hours.
I know it was 2 parts though, but it was 4 hours each part.
And we watched, and I could not tear myself away from it. And I'm like, I'm not so sure Scott really did it now.
I have to watch it because I know he's getting, what is he getting, resentenced or a retrial? I have to watch it, but it was just weird the way everything fell into place. But I know I definitely want to do Scott Peterson because he was going back for a trial. And I remember you saying that you wanted to be there when I did it. So, but Dr. Melanie wants to debate you.
Well, then I really have to like rewatch everything and get my facts straight because I'm not going to go debate anybody, back up my knowledge from what I saw a year ago.
Yeah, because I have a death penalty case that's going on here in Texas right now, and he just got a retrial.
Well, don't forget, there was like a robbery across the street from their house that day, right? And there was so many other things.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not saying that he didn't do it, but it put the thought in my head that
he also
maybe
lied
it
about
was
a lot of shit.
Yep, a reasonable doubt. It'll be like OJ. What if I did it?
Oh no, OJ did it.
What if I didn't do it?
I mean, that's we all know OJ did it. Come on.
Look. He either did it or he was standing across the street. Watch. Yes, he's no longer on death row. Oh my God! So
now I gotta catch up on Housewives and Scott Peterson.
Yep.
You gave me all this homework to do. So I gotta
Thank
do
you,
a lot.
Michelle. Oh, I got Michelle. Michelle's in the chat. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but Michelle's sister was one of the victims of the alphabet killer in Rochester, New York.
Oh wow!
And she was on my show.
I thought you were
there a
she
couple of times.
was one of Scott Peterson's victims. I'm like, oh my God,
No, her sister was one of the alphabet killer's victims, and it was called the ABC murder. So her sister, she's come up twice with me, and she has a hell of a story to tell. So, yeah. And with Bill Cosby, I annihilated his spokesperson on Dom Natty's channel and on my channel because he was up there lying and I came with the facts, with the depot and everything. So, you know me, I have to do my research.
Well, good for you. So, guys, if you are into this stuff, then you should most definitely follow Heidi. And she also does like 90 Day and Housewives and Bravo and,
Yeah. Somebody just asked me a question with a retrial. His name is Robert Reed. He was on death row here in Livingston, like 40 minutes away from me. He has a retrial. His trial is July 19th, but he was granted an indefinite stay of execution, guys. This is a really good case, and that's the one I've been working on for like the last 4 days. And I have so much facts on this. So, yeah, it's going to be good. So I'm going to cover that.
Oh my God, Menendez brothers, the ones that killed their parents, like in 1989. Remember that one? And they were like, "Oof, you should do that too."
Yeah, I love true crime. I do, and it's a lot of stuff that I'm
standing you're right.
But yeah, so let me know when you're ready or when you're available to do Scott Peterson after you watch it, get all your research and stuff, and I will definitely set that up. But thank you again. Let me know when you want to do this again because I really enjoyed this. Thank you.
I enjoyed it too.
I just came off alive too.
See? You never even have known it.
I did.
I gotta go. I have to eat and yeah. So guys, thank you, Heidi. Thank you. Thank you guys for the super chats and the comments and my mods. Thank you everybody. It's nice to be home. And now we're, picking back up. So
Yep.
I will
Good
see
night,
everybody tomorrow.
Cody.
Bye, so bye.
Bye, sweetie. I love
Bye,
you,
baby.
sunshine.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.